Here's your Global Investors News Weekly recap for the week of November 4th, 2019. Guyana's economy is expected to balloon 86% next year because of new oil. ExxonMobil's discovery of oil in that region is responsible for the boom. According to the International Monetary Fund, Guyana's $4 billion annual gross domestic product is expected to increase to about $15 billion by 2024. The oil sector will represent about 40% of the economy within the next 5 years. The government intends to use the money from its oil royalties to build highways to connect coastal towns to the interior region, which has gold, diamonds, and bauxite deposits. The cleanup of a massive oil spill in Brazil could end up costing billions. According to Brazilian government officials, this is the largest disaster Brazil has ever seen, and it's still unknown exactly how much oil is spilled. The spill oil has been flowing along the Brazilian coast since September. Brazilian police are investigating a Greek-flagged vessel carrying oil from Venezuela, which may have caused the leak, but the company denies it. Fracking has been banned in Britain. The British government has enacted a moratorium on fracking for fear that it could cause another earthquake. Fracking was suspended in August after a company licensed to frack reportedly caused a 2.9 magnitude earthquake. A recent study done by the Oil and Gas Authority finds that seismic activity associated with fracking are difficult to predict and quantify. No additional fracking licenses will be issued until energy companies can reliably predict and control tremors, according to the Department of Business, which means the ban could be indefinite. Major new oils discovery offshore Africa has piqued investor interest as the oil and gas industry in the area is expected to see significant growth. Recent investments in infrastructure projects and improved governance and regulation will also help to nurture future growth as well. Africa is offering more than 220,000 square kilometers of acreage. Most are located offshore, which several countries have already announced bidding rounds for. Equinor, along with its partners, announced the discovery of oil and gas in one of the most mature areas of the Norwegian continental shelf. They estimate that the new find could be up to 100 million barrels of oil equivalent. Equinor's senior vice president says this is one of the biggest oil discoveries this year in the mature region, which shows that opportunities still exist there. Canadian oil company Encana Corporation is moving to the United States. Encana Corporation announced that it's moving its operations out of Canada and setting up shop in Denver, Colorado. Company officials say that they also plan to change the company name to Ovintiv Incorporated to rebrand themselves. They say the move and name change comes after several other companies and investors have been leaving the Canadian oil industry, which has been plagued by pipeline capacity shortages and general anti-oil sentiment. And researchers in Sweden have figured out how to harness the power of the sun and keep it stored for decades after it was captured. Scientists at Chalmers University of Technology created an energy-trapping molecule and an energy-storing laminate coating that can be applied to windows and textiles, which can be used to heat everything from homes to vehicles. Researchers are in talks with venture capital investors and say that we could see this new technology become commercially available in as little as 5 years. For Global Investors News, I'm Lisa Burton-Quina.